Hey there, Internet. So after moving to Halifax in January of 2010, I decided that I didn't want to be a renter for too much longer and wanted to get into a place of my own. So I reached out to Anthony Brown, a good friend of mine from university, to start to look at some different properties around Halifax once we hit sort of the early spring season, whenever all these properties start to go on the market. So Anthony and I had a quick early stage conversation around what I was looking for, and I really didn't know at that point. Helped me identify what my needs were, what my wants were, and the next thing you know, I had an email in my inbox with 10 or 12 different condos that met all those needs I was looking for. After filtering through them and seeing what I did like and what I didn't like about these different areas or these different buildings, and the don't likes often being prices like the condo fees or the actual purchase price of the building, Anthony was kind enough to help me build a spreadsheet that actually looked at what the cost of living in a place was beyond just the fact that, well, your mortgage costs this much. How much are your property taxes going to be? How much are the condo fees? How much is parking? How much is electricity, heat, internet? All those different items. So after I had the spreadsheet built, it became quite easy to say, well, here's what I can afford, here's what I wish I could afford but is a pipe dream, and here's where I should be. So once we had the spreadsheet built and I knew I wasn't wasting my time in looking at properties based upon a financial basis, Anthony and I went and looked at a number of properties, and after seeing about 4 or 5, we put an offer in on one. The counter offer was less than kind in my opinion, and it was great to have Anthony there beside me saying, I agree, I wouldn't pay that much for this place. Which was very helpful in this being my first one. The first offer was absolutely terrifying, but having someone that there at your side to help you with it, very, very, very helpful. So after that, we looked at a few more properties, and I found 2 that I liked in the same building. One that was about $20,000 more than the other, reason being that the cheaper of the 2 was a fixer-upper. So not sure whether I wanted to buy the one that was already done or the one that had to be fixed up. Anthony brought in a contractor to see what the actual cost would be to make the first one look like, the cheaper one look like the nicer one. After that, it became pretty clear that the nicer one of the 2 was probably the better deal, especially where there wasn't the work and headaches associated with, doing all the work you had to the place. We ended up being in competing offers on the second place. There were some great recommendations from Anthony related to what I should actually put in as an offer price, and things went through very smoothly. I had approximately a 3-week close on it. I've been in the place for about a week and a half now and enjoying it. Basically, if Anthony has the patience to deal with me and all of my tendencies, I'm sure he can do an excellent job with anyone else out there as well. Really drop an email, just have some conversations with him around what you're looking for. Let him show you what he can offer you in terms of his knowledge of the market, of the properties that are out there, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Very friendly, very nice guy, very helpful, and not a high pressure salesman, very low pressure, and as I mentioned, he dealt with me, so he's a very patient guy. Hope this is helpful, Internet. Have yourself a great rest of the day or evening, depending on when you're viewing this. And please reach out to Anthony if you have any interest in purchasing or selling a place in the near future. Bye now.